So my name is Noah, and over the past year I've been running many Instagram theme pages, and I've amassed over 200,000 followers. And the funny thing is, just a year ago I didn't know anything about Instagram, how to grow, how to make money from it, or anything. So look, this will be your one-stop guide for how to grow and how to make money on Instagram. So what is an Instagram theme page? Basically, an Instagram theme page is just a page surrounding one specific topic. For example, dogs, cats, home decor, fitness, and any topic you can possibly think of. Okay, so creating your Instagram account. Right before you set up the account, make sure you create a specific email just for that account. This will come useful later in the video. Now that that's out of the way, you need to make sure you pick a good niche. You should pick a niche that you're interested in and knowledgeable about. This way you can release the best pieces of content for that page and make sure you actually stay interested in it. For example, if you know anything about scary posts, then you'll know exactly what to post for that account. Your username is pretty important, but you shouldn't be overthinking it. You should never use a period or underscore in the username. You should have it as one word, making it very easy to read and very professional. For example, if you want to start a fitness page, you can call it something like The Fitness Time, or Fitness Everyday, or something like that. For your profile picture, just make sure it relates to your page. For my satisfying page, I literally just have a picture of a light bulb with the word "some" in it. And for my business page, I just created a logo with a letter S. And I simply did this on Canva. This is a really great website with some very simple logos and is totally free to use. You can even go very simple and just have a picture of something from your niche. For example, a dog page, you can just go on Google and search up an image of the dog that you're looking for, and then just use that as your profile picture. For the bio, you need to make sure it's as simple as possible, eye-catching, and engaging. This is basically the format for all of the accounts that I use. I just put some emojis that make sense for the account, and then a line, and then some text. For this account, I explain exactly what my account is about in the very first line, so I used daily satisfying videos. This way, anybody that comes onto my account will know exactly what to expect from it. And then I always make sure to include a call to action in the form of a follow, which I recommend that you always do. Okay, so let's move on to the content that you'll be posting on your page. How do you find this content? There's a ton of ways to actually be able to find the content, but I'm just going to go over the ways that work best for me. I got this app from the App Store that's called Repost that is completely free to use, and I really like the way it works. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go onto the Instagram app and find a post that you want to repost. I'll just use this photo, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into the top right corner, click on the three dots, and then click copy link, and then just go into the Repost app. And then it's going to appear on your inbox, and then you're just going to repost it from there. When reposting content, something that often gets underlooked is a caption and hashtags. For me, I just use the same format for all of my accounts, and I just change the hashtags. I also make sure I have a couple sets of hashtags that I interchange between each post. But in short, my description is a ton of call to actions. In the first line, I ask a question simply about the post. This is used so that the question will be answered in the comments section, and if it is, then the post will be pushed to even more people. Then I add a very important call to action to follow me, and I simply give a reason why to follow me. And for this one, it's just to follow me for daily inspiration. And if you're reposting content, then it is very important for you to credit the original creator. Now, probably the most important part of content is actually finding good performing posts. Now, a lot of people don't end up doing this right and aren't able to grow because of this, and they end up giving up. What they do is they end up going onto a hashtag, for example home decor, and they end up taking a bunch of posts from there. This doesn't always mean that the content will actually be any good, because if it was posted by a big account and it did bad on that big account, Instagram will still end up pushing it through these hashtags because the account is already really big. Let me walk you through the strategy that I do that I think you should as well. Simply, I look at pages that are in my niche, for example the farmhouse niche, and then I'll find a bunch of different farmhouse accounts, and I'll just use this account right here, farmhouse_homes. Simply what I do is I end up scrolling through their page, and I just average out the amount of likes that you get per post, which appears to be about 8,000 likes. And this post has 14,000 likes, so I'll just copy that and I'll repost this one. For me, I just repost the top 10 to 20% of posts. This ensures that you find the best quality posts that are most likely to go viral on your page. And you can even look for content on much smaller accounts. They might have a more likely chance of actually going viral on your account, but they also might have taken a bad post, and if that post is copyrighted, then that could actually get your account banned. Okay, this part is where pretty much everybody struggles with. Getting your content and page seen. I'm simply going to explain the strategy strategies that I use that I believe are still the very best ways to actually grow and get your name out there. So in short, I do follow for follow, but there is a twist. You don't go around following completely random accounts, and for my big pages that I have, I don't even do follow for follow with them anymore. I do this for all of my new and small accounts, especially if you have less than like 2,000 to 3,000 followers, and this strategy should still apply to you, and I'll explain it in just a second. This strategy is basically where you follow people that are really interested in your niche, and once they see that you followed them, they're going to be interested in checking out your profile, and if they end up enjoying the content that you post, then they're most likely going to follow you and become an active fan. But with this strategy, a ton of people still get this wrong. A lot of people just end up going on to random websites and follow a ton of random people on there that are just very sketchy, and they'll never end up interacting with your account, and you can just get your account banned for doing something like this, so just stick away from doing that. So this method that I'm going to talk about right here is what I would like to call fully organic. So here's how you do follow for follow correctly. So then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find an account in your niche that is posted within an hour or less. Then go to the likes section and follow 40 to 50 people per hour. This will ensure that you find the most active followers, and they're going to be engaging with your content. And for reference, the smaller the account is, the better your conversion rate will be. Also, a little side note, you may be able to follow more than 40 to 50 people per hour, but just be very careful because there is something called an Instagram action block, which if you get this, you won't be able to do any action on Instagram for a certain amount of time, whether this be following, liking posts, commenting, or anything like that. And then for the unfollowing part, you're going to want to make sure that you're growing fully organically by this point before even thinking about unfollowing people, because when you unfollow those people, they're probably going to unfollow you, and you'll have a much harder chance of actually being able to grow. So I recommend unfollowing these people when you're growing fully organically and you're getting a very consistent amount of views from the explore page. Typically this happens around 3,000 to 5,000 followers, and you'll just want to wait a little bit until you're fully sure that you can grow without these people. Okay, now this is the part where almost everybody fails, even if they're doing all the strategies that I just said, and it's a lack of patience and consistency. You'll need to give it some time, and even just a few weeks isn't enough time to call it quits. You can definitely get over 1,000 followers in a week with these strategies, but just remember every single niche is different, and especially if this is your first time ever doing this, it can be very hard to actually learn how to even do it. But trust me, give it some time and it will eventually happen. That's why I'm going to go over some tips that have helped me stay consistent over the past year on Instagram. The number one thing is not burning yourself out. What I mean by this is not posting like 25 times a day. It is so much better to post once or twice a day for an entire month than it is to post like 25 posts in a single day for a couple of days. Instagram is a long-term game, and it is consistency that will get you the results. For me, I spend about half an hour a day on Instagram because I actually have like 10 Instagram accounts that I actively run. If you only have one Instagram account, then it should only take you 5 to 10 minutes a day. You can literally just do this while you're sitting on the toilet, waiting for the bus, or even on the way to school. If you've been doing this for months and you haven't seen any results, then it could just be the niche that you're in and you may want to switch out of it. If you're still unsure, just join the Discord server or write a comment or even just DM me on Instagram. I will gladly help you as best as I can, and even on my Discord server there are other people that will gladly help you. Hopefully I covered everything about growing your account, but now I'm going to be talking about how you can actually make money on Instagram, the part that I know you've all been waiting for. So let's say you have an established page like 10 to 20,000 followers and you're wondering how to make money from it. The most common way to make money from these is having people ask for a promotion or a sponsorship deal in your DMs. It's pretty common for people to go into your DMs and ask what your rates are. Personally, when I started, I had no idea what to price it at, so I simply set a number like 15 bucks. And actually, to my surprise, they bought it, and this showed me that you can actually make money from it. Even if it wasn't that much, it was still a proof of concept. From here, I gradually raised my prices. Now, if you have literally no idea like I did, then you can just throw out a random number like 10, 15 bucks and just see what they say. And if you're still confused as to what to charge, you can DM a bunch of accounts in your niche and ask them what their rates are. You can even start slowly upping the price until people won't message you back anymore, and that's when you know you're charging too much. And then bring it down a little bit until you're making a good amount of money because people keep buying promotions. Because one promotion a month for about $100 isn't really that good if you think about it. If you can get 4 bookings for $75 each, you'll be making triple the amount of money that you were before. But if you do sponsorships too much, then you'll definitely kill your account. Now, what I find that works best is if you post 1 to 2 advertisements per week. Now, if you're posting like 5 times per day, I think it would be alright to post like 3 or 4 advertisements a week, but even that's kind of pushing it. Any more than that and you'll be looking like a sellout, and people start unfollowing you because they don't want all the advertisements in their feed. Though if you do want to post more ads per week, then story advertisements are actually a great way of doing this. Actually, what I would recommend you to do is post 1 to 2 polls before posting the advertisement, because this way the advertisement will get more views and people actually feel like they're getting something out of your stories. Now, a little bit of an unknown way to actually make money on Instagram is actually buying and selling Instagram accounts or even flipping them. Now, this is actually against the Instagram's terms of service, so if you are caught doing this could be kind of bad, but most likely you won't run into any issues. Personally, I have never bought an account, but I have sold one. So for example, if you're selling your account, you could actually message a bunch of people in your niche asking them if they're interested in buying your account. If they say yeah, then you can name a price and then you can just negotiate from there. And if you're interested in buying an account, then you can actually just do the same thing but message a bunch of people in the niche that you're looking for an account in and just asking them if they're willing to sell their account. Also, make sure that you get the original email that was used to create that account. This way they are not able to hack back into the account and take it. I actually have a whole buying and selling Instagram accounts section on my Discord server that we try to moderate as best as we can. If you want to join, then the link is down below. Now, you can also flip Instagram accounts. And again, this isn't something that I've done before, but I would like to try it out. This is where you buy an Instagram account, let's say at 50,000 followers for $500 and grow it for a few months. And then at 150,000 followers, you sell it for $2,000. And in that time, you can also be doing sponsors and have made like an additional $500, and you'll have made like $2,500. And if you do end up doing any of this, then make sure that you're using PayPal goods and services to pay. This way, in the event you do get scammed, you can just get your money back. You can also hire somebody to do what's called a middleman. This is where they take the money and the account and they switch the password and hand the money over to the seller and give the account over to the buyer. This way, nobody can get scammed. You will just want to make sure that this is a very trusted person. Please like this video if you found it useful, as I'm still a really small channel and it would really mean a lot if you were to just go down below and drop a like. And if you want to figure out how to fully automate your Instagram account, then watch the video right here. It will make your life a lot easier.